Hello, welcome back, and thank you for tuning in to another episode of Defining Femininity, a YouTube channel dedicated to all women, for women, by women. If you're new to the channel, hey girlfriend, we are so happy to have you. Please be sure to like, subscribe, and click that notification bell so that you won't miss an upload. Ladies, thank you all so much for your subscriptions. Like always, we don't take your support lightly. How y'all doing out there, my YouTube sisters? I hope all is well with you and yours. I'll say that I am enjoying the cooler weather outside. Cuddling season is approaching us, and I plan to do just that. Hold me tight, boo. Hold me tight. All right, so in part one of this chat on distraction versus disobedience, I gave two scriptures that I wanted us to look over and to study. Who looked up the scriptures? Let me know in the chat below. And after studying, I was going to discuss both in one video, but it looks like I'm going to have to split it up because it'll be too long. So don't be mad. There will be a part 3. I'll go over what I learned from the word in a moment, but let's do a quick recap. In the last video, I asked, how do you know, or how can you tell if you're being distracted or if you're being disobedient, specifically to the call in your life? How can you tell the two apart? Google defines distraction as a thing that prevents someone from giving full attention to something else. A thing, I think it also could be a person that prevents someone from giving full attention to something else. And disobedience is defined as failure or refusal to obey rules or someone in authority. Failure or refusal to obey rules or someone in authority. My mentor shared this with me after I had told her that I was allowing myself to be distracted, which after hearing this, you'll see why in the first video, I refused to give you ladies excuses to my absence. She said we like to use distracted because distractions typically don't have consequences attached to them, but disobedience does. That word straightened me right on up, and I shut my mouth real quick. And the next week I posted on YouTube. For me, this is my assignment right now. Distractions are temporary attention stealers that can form into permanent damaging habits. Being disobedient is an intentional act of not obeying orders, and that's the difference. Let's get into this scripture. 1 Samuel 15:22-23. Reading from the KJV, King James Version. And Samuel said, "Hath the Lord as great delight in burnt offerings and sacrifices as in obeying the voice of the Lord? Behold, to obey is better than sacrifice, and to hearken than the fat of rams." So let me give you a brief history of what and who Samuel was talking to, what was going on. So in 1 Samuel 15 verses 1-3, Samuel the prophet was sent by God to anoint Saul as king over Israel. Through Samuel, God gave Saul clear instructions to smite all that Amalek. And so Amalek is a person, but Amalek here is also a country. And these were the people that Saul and the Israelites were going into battle with. So God told Saul through Samuel to smite all that Amalek had, smite it all, destroy everything they had, because they had previously been in a brawl with Israel, and God remembered what they had done to Israel. So God told King Saul, do not spare them not. In short, Saul won the battle, but he did not follow the instructions God gave him. Saul ended up sparing the life of the king of the Amaleks. His name was Agag. So he spared the life of the king, and he also took and kept the best of the sheep, oxen, fatlings, lambs, basically all that was good. Saul kept, and he destroyed everything that was vile and refused. That's not what God told him to do. So Samuel had to turn back around, Samuel the prophet, to confront King Saul. Like, hey brother, what's up? God told me what you did, or rather what you didn't do. And I'll reread the scripture again, but from a different version. This is from the Christian Standard Text. It says, "Then Samuel said, 'Does the Lord take pleasure in burnt offerings and sacrifices as much as in obeying the Lord? Look, to obey is better than sacrifice. To pay attention is better than the fat of rams.'" Ladies, I'm going to stop this video right here. I had no idea that I was talking for this long. Tomorrow, I'll share some additional notes and key phrases that stuck out to me from this story. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video. Also, hit that notification bell so that you are notified of our uploads. Leave a comment below. Let's chat, girl. What were your takeaways from this story? And until next time, do your best because you are capable of being the best. And that's the expectations that you should have of yourself as we are all on our journey of defining femininity.